Regarde la deuxième sous-bras.
Go to the outside of a manhole cover here on the right. Manhole cover on the right there. You want to be riding around the outside of this manhole cover.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Into the telegraph pole.
This
This is going to be covered with barriers. Into that first apex, drift out, and then you've got the second apex here on the left. Driving all the way up this hill because it's quite steep. Then you're aiming for a blind apex crest here, and you can't see. You don't know where the corner is, but it's there. You've got to go
straight there.
Straight line for that.
No late into that. It's just straight there.
No, straight to it. People braking on the left-hand side of the road in normal road traffic make it bumpy. So the best thing you can do is be on the right-hand side of the road for this anyway. Don't use the brakes as little as possible, and use the engine braking to keep your suspension travel up to the maximum. This is one where it's worth getting tight into that curb. If you get really tight into this curb here, it's like being on rails and it sucks you in. If you're a metre wide, it's like, oh, it's a bit vague. You're in no man's land. Through this here, you keep turning right through this banking until you see the gravel. Keep turning right, see the gravel now, and that's the end of your right. That's your apex. Then you start turning left. Okay.
Yeah.
Into this pavement here, sit it up, and this is quite a big crest. Even on the 400, this was a wheelie. So, and that's it, right? That's your first section Ginger Always Ramsey done. The next thing you're thinking about is a red road sign in the distance, right? And it's not a complete straight line, but it's flat out and effectively a straight line until you see this red box. So you've gone over that crest with the wheelie, and you're looking for a little red sign in the road. You see it there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's where the left-hand curb juts out, right? So you straight line to that. So you've gone from that crest to that red sign there, and that's a straight line. After this again is all flat out. There's no need to shut off. But what happens is people don't know this section, and they just, for safety, they just follow the centre line. And what happens, if you get the right line, you go from that sign, skim that hedge there, and that's a straight line there.
Yeah. Il faut prendre la droite assez rapidement pour pouvoir une ligne droite juste après.
People that don't know it, because everyone says Chinchilla to Ramsey is a hard section to learn, people just get flustered by it, and they're just following the centre line. So you can be steaming past people, and actually they can be doing something ridiculous. So you've got to give people with an orange vest a wide berth through here. Don't get too close.
Yeah. Like us. People like us.
No, because the other guys who know where you're going. There's other people who've never done this. They've probably just watched a couple of laps and started out.
Yeah.
These two lefts, if you can go flat out through the first left, maybe roll in the second one. But after here, you've suddenly got a lot of work to do in a very short space of time. So you roll off, brake, down a gear, and again, driving on the gas until you see the white wall on the right-hand side. So you're back on the power through here and keep the throttle on until you see this white wall. Now this left looks very similar to that bumpy downhill one before, but it's a lot more open on the exit and it's really smooth. And you've got a big wide run out on the exit. So driving through here, because look at the exit here, it's so smooth. And look how wide you can take it here. Like you can be all the way out here. So it's one of them, you commit to putting the throttle on before you can even see the exit. And that's the kind of place you're going to make up time compared to a newcomer who doesn't have that confidence in his knowledge. This is all flat out through here. On the TT footage, it looks like your front wheel's doing this, but it's probably not going to. There's very few people at the Manx Grand Prix who've got bikes powerful enough to stand it on the back wheel. So over to the right-hand side here. Through the left curb, there's the K tree, which is the famous thing, but you don't need to get that tight into it. You don't need to be aiming to be a metre away from it. You can be all the way over here.
Yeah.
You can be out here, it doesn't matter. If you're here, it's not a problem, it's not a big corner.
Yeah.
Just full gas through here. This is probably one of the bumpiest corners on the circuit. But that doesn't mean it's slow, it's fast. Get to here, down a gear. On the 600, on the 400 it's flat out. And again, this is all about late entries so that you're setting yourself up for the next corner. It's all about the following corner. I turn in a couple of laps, turning really early there, and then I'm out here, and then suddenly this left is really tight, and then I'm all the way out here.
Yes.
What it is about getting on top of it, so you're turning late for here. Because there's plenty of laps where I went through this left and I'm out like, oh, and then you've got to roll off for this. Whereas if you're out to this side again, then it's a nice sweeping corner.
Yes.
It's a right, left, and if you're ahead of yourself on it, you're perfect. If you get the first one late, the next one's late, then the next one's late, then the next one's late, and you lose so much time.
Ok, donc ceux-là, il faut pas les prendre trop tard, parce que sinon vous allez perdre trop de temps sur la fin.
Over this crest, it's gonna go light. It's either gonna go light, it's gonna jump, or you're gonna get a wheelie. You're going that fast that you land, get settled, and turn into the right. The surface looks horrible. There's plenty of grip. Okay, and even if you miss the apex of the wall by a metre, it doesn't really matter because it opens up so much on the exit.
Yeah.
So you don't. It's not like you have to be thinking you're going to rub your shoulder on the wall. If you turn in a little bit late and miss it, it doesn't matter. Just keep your speed up. This one, I'm not very good at all. So listen to someone else. There's a few little bits to pick out. They say there's a salmon wall there, pink wall, but it doesn't look that pink to me, so I struggle to spot that. I just do it off visual distance to this corner.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
The safest way to get through this is